The headquarters of Knight Enterprises loomed over the city like a fortress of glass and steel. Every floor, every office, and every corner of that empire carried a single name in whispered tones: Adrian Knight. He was the kind of man who could silence a boardroom with just one look. He didn't shout often, but when he did, people remembered it for weeks. He didn't fire employees recklessly, but when he decided someone was no longer useful, they disappeared from the industry overnight. He wasn't just a CEO, he was a force. Ruthless in negotiations, merciless with mistakes, and obsessed with perfection, Adrian Knight was the kind of leader people both admired and feared. He had built his company from the ground up, turning it into one of the most powerful multinational corporations in the world. But inside the walls of his empire, fear reigned. Assistants came and went like shadows. Secretaries lasted, on average, 3 weeks before they resigned in tears or walked out under the crushing pressure. Board members would prepare days for meetings, terrified that one wrong figure or uncertain answer would draw his piercing gaze. Even the janitors timed their cleaning schedules to avoid being seen by him. The 37th floor, where Adrian's office resided, was a place most employees avoided unless summoned. His office itself was legendary, a vast, modern space with floor-to-ceiling windows that looked down on the sprawling city below. People said standing in front of him there was like standing before a king on his throne. Adrian Knight ruled with silence, precision, and unshakable control. And then, one Monday morning, everything began to change. The arrival. Her name was Emily Carter. At first, no one noticed her. She walked into the lobby that morning wearing a simple navy skirt, a crisp white blouse, and a pair of glasses that slid down her nose when she was nervous. She wasn't flashy, she wasn't glamorous like the last secretary, and she didn't seem like the type who would last long under Adrian Knight. The HR department had nearly begged her not to take the role. "You understand what you're walking into, Miss Carter?" the HR manager had asked. "The CEO is demanding." "I understand," Emily had replied calmly, adjusting her glasses. Her voice carried none of the trembling that usually filled the air when someone spoke of Adrian. It wasn't arrogance, it was a quiet, grounded confidence. She didn't claim she would handle him the way some others had. She simply said she understood. By the time she stepped out of the elevator onto the 37th floor, whispers had already begun circulating. "Another one. Poor thing. She won't last a week. 3 days, max. She doesn't know what she's walking into." Emily ignored them. She walked straight into the lion's den. First meeting. Adrian Knight sat behind his massive oak desk, reviewing a stack of reports. His dark suit was tailored perfectly, his tie precise, his cufflinks G.